All right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in the world it could possibly be that you are. Welcome once more to another live stream of Alexandra Mayers Live meets IRL 24/7 meets IP2 Wiki Info. I just happen to be awake at this odd hour of the morning. Some of you may consider it the evening. It depends on where you are in the world. That's what it all comes down to. But tonight's a stream that I've meant to do for quite some time. I know I look like a midget right now because I'm sitting on the floor at my coffee table because I am going to have a little bit of fun, basically regressing to my childhood a bit. I was thinking, what kind of a live stream would I like to do in my free time over the next couple of days? And I have to work all day tomorrow. I'm going to go to sleep for probably about 5 hours. But before I go to sleep, I want to have some fun. And I was saying in the earlier stream that I wanted to play with something that I picked up from the store. And what did I pick up? Kinetic Sand. I've never even touched Kinetic Sand before in my life. Hello, Dankness. How are you doing? Hi, Browen. How are you doing? Hey, everybody. I've never played with Kinetic Sand before. I'm really excited. I haven't even opened the box. I wanted to do it live on stream so I could do like, an authentic reaction to it and all that kind of stuff. But before I do, I want to do a giveaway to somebody. Someone known as Ken McDonald has first dibs on this particular giveaway. If Ken McDonald wants to just pay for the shipping on this, because he lives up in Canada, and the shipping is really expensive. But I need to get something out of my world. Definitely. This particular painting that I did, I was going to send to somebody who it meant something to, but I don't even want to think about the person anymore. Ken McDonald, if you want this painting, please somehow reach out to me, either in the comments section of this video or email me, alexandramayers@yahoo.com. Pay for the shipping, and I will send it up to you in Canada, along with a particular charm that somebody gave to me, because I don't want any of this in my existence anymore. It's too hurtful for me. So I want to get rid of it. If anyone wants to buy it, the price, $100 US straight out, including shipping, okay? You want the damn charm, fine. You want the painting along with it, great. I want to get this out of my world ASAP. Somebody buy it, please. But anyway, outside of that, I want to have some fun. I want to regress to childhood times a little bit. It's a Christmas suggestion. Kinetic Sand. I got this from Target for under $5. I couldn't believe it. I was like, $5 for like, a kit like this. Maybe it used to be more money, or maybe that is like the normal price for a child's toy. Here, just so y'all can see what it is. Kinetic Sand. This is an official unboxing of Kinetic Sand. Kinetic Sand, those of you who don't know what it is, it's regular sand. Obviously, in this case, colored with some sort of a pigment or something, and coated with silicone to where it stays together. Supposedly, it's like less messy or something than like regular sand. I've never played with it, but I've always wanted to. Many of you out there know I'm an artist and everything. when I was a kid, we didn't have kinetic sand. So I'm excited. I'm opening the box. You guys saw the box and everything. I'm just now opening it. Here's the back of it. It has two kids. They're having fun with it and whatnot. Here, it says 3 colors, create designs. I don't know what kind of designs. I don't know. I had some drinks earlier. Now I'm having some coffee and whatnot. And I've never played with kinetic sand. So here's what it comes with. This little cylindrical thing, I guess is like some sort of a mold maybe for the sand. You get this thing. I don't know what it's for. Things like this, like I understand. Well, I don't understand, but I don't have any kids or anything, okay? I'm single, solo woman, childless, running around this world, doing whatever. But it would be fun to have a child when I really think about it, just to experience the children's toys. Comes with this little thing. Okay, this thing. I don't know what it's for. I think these are like molds to play with the sand. I don't know, but I'm excited. This thing and this thing. This looks like a baby nipple or something. I don't know. But what else is in here? $5 and you get all this. It seems like a good deal. I mean, all these printouts and everything. You get like a little booklet to explain to you about the sand. I mean, I know it's for kids, but this could be for anybody. I'm excited. I'm excited to play with this. Shows you how to mix the colors and everything. Apparently it comes with the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, but it explains to you, should you not know how mixing colors works. You know, I guess all the racists out there, they wouldn't know how that works. Oh, I better stop. Okay. So you guys saw everything that was in the box, right? That's it. Just the plastic bag is left, so we'll put that down there. And now, let's see. I feel like it's Christmas. And this will be a really good Christmas gift. I mean, under $5, you can get all this for a kid. And it's an educational toy. I don't even know what you're going to call it. Toy. Oh, okay. So I knew it came with like molds for the toy, but apparently the sand is in these things. The sand is in these little containers. Red, blue, and yellow. Nice. Okay. Very nice so far. And again, I've never played with kinetic sand before. This is going to be fun for me. Very fun. Let's see. Let's start with the blue. Let's see what it looks like. It's a little moist. It has like a moist texture already. Okay, let's take it out. Come out. Has kind of a Play-Doh kind of feel to it, but gritty. Play-Doh, but gritty. It's not really wet. It's an odd feeling. I just want to get all of it out of the container. Wish I had like a little, some of the really, maybe this little thing. Let me get all of it out. May not be able to. Come out. Okay. So this is it. Ooh, it's weird. I've never touched this kind of stuff before. It definitely, I mean, look, this is, when I was a little kid, my mom was a neat freak, hence why I'm a neat freak today. Here, I gotta pan this down a little bit so you guys can see. It's weird. It feels almost like foam. It's like foam. It's sand. It's definitely sand, but it all stays together just automatically for the most part. Like some of it just fell down. Yeah. But it's interesting. It's almost like a slow motion liquid, and it all sticks together. I've never touched this before. I like it. I like it a lot. Interesting. It almost feels alive. Do I have any cooking streams coming up in the future? In the future, I want to do a specific cooking stream for a friend of mine who donated to me recently. So I'll do that. But this is weird. It feels very organic, even though it's not. I could play with this all day. I like it. Very interesting. Kinetic Sand. Okay, so that's the blue. That's the blue color. And not all of it came out. Some of it is still in the little thing here. My fingers are too large to get all of it out. You have to have like tiny fingers to get all of it out. All right, let's look at the red. Okay. Don't want it to spill. Here's the red. There it is. Kinetic Sand. Supposedly, I've seen some YouTube videos where they talk about this stuff being able to stop bullets. Maybe if it's in like a bulletproof vest or something. I wonder how they like came up with this idea. It's supposed to be silicone. I got it mixed already. That's okay. We'll just, because we're gonna make purple, I'm sure at some point. So we'll just like take a little bit of it and get it ready to mix already. But supposedly this stuff stops bullets. I wonder if this was like a result that became a kid's toy that initially came from, warfare technology. Because whenever there's wars, they come up with, very interesting technology and things. It feels so strange. Very strange. And look at just how it moves. I don't know if you guys can see. It's weird. It's supposed to be just like regular sand that's coated with silicone. And I'm sure there's something else that they put into it, maybe. But kind of like it has like an alien feel to it. It's weird. And you're supposed to be able to mix the colors to make different colors, so we're going to try that. But it's dry. It's definitely dry. And I'm sure it's, they say it's moldable and everything. But it has a very strange feel to it. I mean, this is the kind of thing to where it's like, you have a kid and you get this for your kid. I would have more fun playing with this probably than a kid would if I was a parent, honestly. It is relaxing. It is. It is. It is. It's satisfying. They call it, what do they call these things? Satisfying? It definitely is. I'm having fun with this already. So let's try to mix the colors. So we got red and blue over here. I want to keep everything kind of separate. I don't want to, mix it too much because I've never played with this before, but let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can make purple. They say that you can mix it to make the colors, so let's see. Yes, it's working. Just gotta get it together. Ooh. And it's cheap. I mean, I got this whole little kit. I got the whole kit for $5. $5. I couldn't believe that. I mean, anyone who's like, oh, kids' toys are so expensive. Well, not this. Not this at all. This is fun, actually. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so the colors definitely mix pretty well. Okay? I mean, I can see the differentiation. I can see how it tricks the eye a little bit to make you believe it's more of a purple. Like you could add more blue if you wanted it to be more of like an indigo purple, which is probably what I do. I mean, it feels so weird. It's a weird feeling in your hands. It really is. Here. I know you guys are going to want to see it up close, so I'm going to indulge you. Okay. Look at this. It reminds me of Play-Doh in a lot of ways. It's kind of like a Play-Doh-y kind of thing, but it's mushy. It's not wet. It's not a wet feel. It's not, and it kind of moves on its own, which is a little creepy. It just is. But I like it. This is fun. Oh my gosh. It is a very addictive sort of feel. Definitely. Like if you're somebody into, you know, playing with stuff, you would like this. It is. It's like a stress ball, but it's better. It's better because you can feel the texture of it. It's not like it prohibits you, because like with a stress ball, you always kind of wonder like what's inside the stress ball, what kind of like material. And with this, you can feel the material. I like it. I'm really enjoying this a lot. A lot. I'm going to add some more blue to it, actually, just to make it more of like a indigo kind of color. I mean, it's just that the pigments are all mixing together and whatnot. It's fun. It's a nice feeling. It's a very nice feeling here. I feel like you guys might want to like see it better. Like here. See how it just kind of moves by itself even? I like it. And it's dry. I mean, like if you're like a mom who doesn't like mess, See, shit like this is why I think to myself I should have been like an ultimate mom, because I would like sit and play with my kids and play with these things, and I would have so much fun. But this is great because it all sticks together. It's sand. It's like a combination between sand and Play-Doh. That's what this is. It's between sand and Play-Doh. It's better than Play-Doh. Like when I'm 43, okay? When I was a kid, Play-Doh was the thing. But this is different. What can I do with it? Let's put it in this. I mean, this is different. I like it. I mean, I'm in love with this. I've been watching YouTube videos about this sand, and I've been wanting to play with it, and I was getting groceries from Target on the app, and I saw that, and like they show you the deals. They're like, oh, this is on sale. And I was like, what? Kinetic Sand is on sale. I've always wanted to play with it. So let me get it. It was $5. I was like, okay, how can you go wrong with something that's $5, right? You can't. Hey, Carrie. How are you doing, Carrie? We got to be friends again because we got to save Carissa. Oh, and see, look at what I just made. I'm a big kid. That's me. I'm a kid. But what could I do with this? Ooh. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. Let's see. I mean, this is fun. It kind of moves on its own. But supposedly this would save you from being shot by a bullet. Seriously. Okay, let's look at the yellow. So we've seen the red, and I made the purple. Here's what the red looks like. It's very bright. It's extremely bright. Ooh, it really does have a nice feel to it. It feels very similar to Play-Doh. A lot of you remember Play-Doh from being a kid, but it's more gritty. It has like a more gritty sort of texture to it, and it does separate slightly. I looked up on Wikipedia how they make it, and it's supposed to be coated with silicone. That's what helps it stick together. I guess if you like mix all of it, you could never unmix it back into the primary colors. So you'd have to keep, if you want to have like a true red, you'd have to keep the red separate from the blue. But there's no real mess to it. Your hands stay dry. There's nothing messy about it, which is something I like because I hate being messy. It's an interesting texture. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting texture. It all comes back together. You know, I'm like playing with it on the table over here, and I'm mixing the colors a little bit. But yeah, this is fun. I like it. Okay. And it comes in these little containers, which are also molds, like if you wanted to make some sort of a, you know, something right away, you probably could. Okay, let's look at the yellow. See how this looks. Come out. Here it goes. Well, it's this yellow to me. It looks more of like a greenish yellow, honestly. This is more of like I need like a little tool to get this other sand out. Just give me one moment. I'm gonna get like a little knife or a fork or something. Because I want to get all of it out. Okay. I'm a little OCD. All right, so here's the blue. Let me get the blue completely out of the container. These containers, like if you're like a little kid with fat fingers, you would get frustrated with this, honestly, because you'd want to get all the sand out. That's what I would think. Maybe the kids don't care, but I care. Okay, so here's the blue container. Let's put that over there. And where's the red? Because the way that these containers are, as you can see, there's like little indentations. So, you know, if you're a kid who's OCD, you would get frustrated with that because they didn't really include any like little tool or anything to get. I'm just using a butter knife to get it out totally. Because you know, you want to get all of it. You want to get all the sand out and not have it just sitting in the container. Because you have to put it back in the containers when you're done with it. That's what you should do, at least. And then we have the yellow here. And this yellow, I wouldn't say that this yellow is, it probably looks like really yellow on camera, but it's kind of a weird tint, honestly. It's not what I would consider a true yellow. Like, I wonder if they have true black kinetic sand and true white. Because if they don't, then how will you ever get a true mixture of certain colors? I'm very, I have very sensitive eyes to color, which is probably why I'm an artist and everything. But if something isn't like a true color, I notice right away. And this is not a true yellow. This is, it's an odd, it's an odd kind of color. Here, let me show you guys up close. It's yellow. I'm not going to say it's not yellow, but it's not as yellow as it could be. Oh, I'm having a great time. I'm really having a great time playing with this. Yes. I mean, this is something that people should get their kids for Christmas. I would. Like, if I had, like, kids or something, yeah. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with it when I'm done with it. It's I don't know, but it's a, oh my gosh, it's so weird to play with. It's a weird feeling to it. It remind, like, as it falls apart in your hands, it feels kind of like lace in a way. It's a very strange texture. It's not like anything I've ever felt before, which is fun. I like it. And what I like most about it is that it's not goopy or messy. There's no after feeling of it. It's not oily. It's not wet. It's just like a different kind of feel. It's a very interesting feel to it. Definitely. 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 I want to make something with it. Okay, let's make a color. Let's make orange. Okay, so we got some yellow. I'm curious to see what kind of orange we can make. Because here's some yellow, here's some red. Let's see how the orange, how it'll look once we combine it together. Let's see how it turns out. Because this yellow, I'm not happy about this yellow. It's not a true yellow, but the red isn't really a true red either. It's kind of fluorescent. Now, it could have to do with this ring light that I'm using. The ring light might make the colors look a little different than they normally would look in the sunlight. Maybe. It's kind of a mustard, Carrie. It's kind of a mustard, a little bit of a mustard color, but it has a little bit of a fluorescence to it. All these colors have a little bit of a fluorescence to them. They're not what I would consider to be true colors. They're definitely artificially. They're artificial. They're not colors that you would see in nature. Not at all. But yeah, this reminds me of Play-Doh, but gritty. It's like a gritty Play-Doh. But I am impressed. Okay, I'm impressed with the orange I was able to produce. I am impressed. I'm wondering how much of my own body oils going into this are affecting the color quality. No way to know, but here's the orange. I like the orange. Orange is one of my favorite colors. I like orange. So this is the kind of orange we're able to produce. Let's make something from it. It's very satisfying to play with, honestly. Like if you're somebody who's looking for something to play with to where it distresses you, this is the solution. This is definitely the solution. I mean, you don't have to be a kid to play with this mess. Not at all. This is great. And because it's not messy. This is not messy. Oh, I'm having fun. Let's do this. I'm having a lot of fun with this, honestly. You guys probably think I'm a weirdo, but I don't care. This is great. Oh, this is fun. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to make a ball. Let's see. Cut it. Oh, it cuts interesting. Oh, this is fun. It cuts like perfectly. Wow. Oh. This is great. This is fun to play with. This is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. Like if you have nothing to do, yes. Yes, this is fun. This is a lot of fun to play with. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I mean, and the more you know, squeeze it and, you know, cut it up and remix it. I mean, look at, okay, I'm impressed with the level of orange I can make. This is a nice orange, but I would like to have a little bit of black or white just to see what different shades and everything I could make, but it didn't come in the kit. Keep in mind, this was a $5 kit. I'll show you again. I just got this from Target. Kinetic Sand. This whole kit with all these little things, these little molds and everything. $5. That's great. Have some coffee. This is fun. Okay, what other colors? Okay, so we made orange, purple. We didn't make any green. Let's make green. I only made like a little bit of purple. The purple's here, but let's cut this up. I mean, the way it cuts, because there's no liquid. It's silicone. It's silicone and sand. I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff with this. I mean, you could teach kids all kinds of things about, you know, physics, art, colors. Man, $5. This is like almost free when you really think about it. Okay, so we'll put this purple over here for now. And the blue, let's make green. Yellow. And I want to make like a kind of like a darker green. So we'll just take this one. Let's see what we can do. But the thing is, once you make the secondary colors, you cannot unmake them. That's the only thing. So, you know, you got to kind of commit. You got to be like, okay, I'm going to make a certain amount of green. And that's what we're doing. I wanted to do this yesterday, but I didn't have the time. And I worked all day today, and I was like, do I want to stay awake? But I was like, yes, I do. And I'm glad I did. I mean, the feeling of this is very interesting. It's a very interesting feel. It's not slimy. It's not. It's dry. And I like that. I like the dry texture of it. I like how dry it is and how it does somewhat separate into sand. I mean, it is sand, but it's coated with the silicone, and that's what makes it kinetic sand. Okay, but I mean, if you're just somebody who's a very tactile person, such as myself, but who doesn't like mess, then this is definitely the solution for you if you just want to like have something to mess with. Oh, I'm going to do an art project, but I mean, here's what I wonder. Like if I made an art project, how would I make it permanent once I shape it? I bet there's a solution somewhere on the internet. I'm sure that there is. I'm sure there is. But this is a pretty green. This is a very nice green. Look at this. It's very nice. People do make ASMR videos with this sand. They do. And I see why. But I mean, the videos of ASMR for me are not enough. Like I've seen the baking soda videos. That made me want to go out and make my own baking soda forms. Because if I see somebody do something, I want to do it myself. I'm not somebody who's satisfied with just watching. I have to do it, which is probably why I've got myself into trouble within my life. Okay, it's not enough for me to just observe. I have to participate. Now, other people are different. They're okay with just watching, but I'm not a voyeur. I'm a participator. Probably because when I was young, I did a lot of sports. I was always a part of the action. It's not enough for me to just watch. It's just not. But let's see what we can make. let's make like a tube. I mean, it literally is a combination between Play-Doh and sand. It's such a unique texture. I like it. This is very interesting. Okay, let's see. So we made like a little. Let's see. And it stays together very well. Very well. Yeah, it is a fall like orange, isn't it? I mean, this is great. I'm really enjoying this. What do you guys think I should make? What should I make with this? So we have some green, we have some red. Here's what we have so far. Okay, we have purple. Let's move all this. I want to show y'all what I made so far. Okay, so we got here, I'll make it like planets. Woo! It's a little sphere. I'll make it a sphere. It's like a pebble. Make it a pebble. Okay. Purple. I mean, this is fun. A Halloween theme? Oh, not Halloween. Maybe fall. Green. Got the blue. I'll make a big blue. Keep it together. It has such an interesting feel to it. I've never felt anything like this because it is gritty, yet it's gritty yet kind of like do you guys see how it is? It wants to stick together, but it's willing to fall apart. And it has like a very slow kind of way of coming back together. It's interesting. I wonder how many other weird materials have been manufactured. Probably a lot. Let's do this. But they definitely give you a good amount. This is like a good introductory kit. I mean, you could definitely create some interesting things with all this. Definitely. Okay. So blue, yellow. This I'm not pleased with this yellow. Already it became a little contaminated with the blue. I'm just this yellow is not true yellow to me. I cannot say I'm satisfied with this yellow. It's not real yellow. The term IP2 has been copywritten. I can't wait to see who registered it. Because whoever registered it, they're going to be in trouble for a hate crime. Just saying. So please serve me. Serve me. Come get me. Get me. Get me in my kinetic sand. What's the name of this? I got it from Target. It's Kinetic Sand. Let me see who the manufacturer is. Spin Master. KineticSand.com. I guess you could buy it. I just got it from Target. It was $5. It was $5. It was $5. I don't care about Ice Poseidon. He can kiss my ass. I don't know him. I don't hate him. I think he's a weirdo, though. Probably thinks I'm a weirdo, too. But what are you going to do about it? If anything, I make him look good. He's a nerd. I don't think much of the people who you're referring to be honest with you. But this has like a very lace-like, kind of like a mossy, or it reminds me of moss, like Spanish moss. Like if I had like a frame like for a tree, you could just like kind of drop this upon it. It has the same kind of texture as like moss. It's interesting. I like it. I like this. You could mix glitter into this if you wanted to, probably, and make it shimmer. Like a very fine grade glitter, or some sort of like what makeup is made out of. You could add that as an additive to this and make it shiny. It's a very interesting feeling. I like it. Okay, but the yellow, the color of it, unfortunately, I would not say, because look at the lid of this thing. You can't really tell in the camera, but in the camera, doesn't this look kind of like a dull, well, like it has like maybe another color somehow within it? It's not as bright as like the top of the yellow container. It's not a true yellow. Maybe it's something about the material of this to where they couldn't make a true yellow. There would need to be a little bit more white, maybe, added to this to make it a true yellow. It's not a true yellow. And if I was not so OCD, and attuned to color, I probably wouldn't notice, but I notice everything. It's like a fluorescent off yellow. It's not as bright as it should be. It almost has like a greenish tinge to it. I don't like it. I'm going to find some white kinetic sand to mix with the yellow to make it could be more of a true yellow. It could be, but it's just not now. But look, like when you squish it together, it becomes kind of like a Play-Doh consistency. It really does. And the color does change a bit as it comes together. And I noticed that when I made the orange. But I mean, even the red is not what I would consider to be a true red. They should have included a solid black and a solid white to mix with these colors so that you can make different shades. That's what I would suggest. Like whoever it is that makes this product, that's my suggestion. Because this red is closer to like almost a pink. Is it in person? Because it does have like a little bit of an iridescence to it. It's like a hot pink. And how did this blue just fall apart? Like, look at that. That's interesting. Like you put it together, and I made like a little, like this thing into like a ball, and it fell apart. It fell apart by itself. That's interesting. It just fell apart. But let's make stuff. Let's see what we can do. Philip, see the yellow, it comes apart by itself. It's like it's alive. It just like moves by itself. Okay. Let's do stuff. Let's make let's see how it goes. So let's just put this blue into this tube. But it has a very interesting feel to it. So $5, people, $5. Kinetic Sand. I wonder if you could make your own kinetic sand. You probably could, because it's silicone coated sand. I guess you would need some silicone gel? Silicone gel? And that's how you would make this? Okay. There we go. So I made it like a tube, and then you can cut it. And it cuts very easily. It's weird. It's fun. It's an interesting sound too. I like the sound of it. Like shh. I see why people do the ASMR videos with this. It has a very satisfying sound. I do like it. I like it a lot. So what is this? What do you do with this? Do you put these on here? No. Okay. Yeah, because of air, it falls apart. Yeah. Let's see if I can put it where you guys can see it better. I don't want this to fall. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. The air gets into it. It's not quite like Play-Doh. I mean, but it does remind me of Play-Doh when I was a kid. It definitely does. It reminds me very much of Play-Doh. You can end up getting like external debris into it though, which is not what you would want to do. And once you mix the colors, I mean, that's the thing. Once you mix the colors, you cannot unmix the colors. So you have to think about that before playing with this. I guess if you're like a kid and you want to keep your colors. Like if I guess if I was a parent and I had kids, I would be like, okay, kid, only mix half the colors, not all of them. Because if you do, you're not going to have any more pure blue or red or yellow anymore. So you have to be careful about that. That's one thing you have to think about. Let's do this. You have to think about all that. I wish I had more than what was in this kit. If I had like more, I would make like a building or something. But once you put it in the molds, it's very easy, from what I can see, to get out of the molds. And like with regular sand, that can be an issue. Getting, you know, what you make, what you put in the molds out of the molds, that can be like, you know, kind of cumbersome and frustrating. But not with this. Not at all. So you could probably make like a really cool kinetic sand castle if you wanted to. Just considering the ease of getting it out of the molds once you shape it. And it seems to hold the shape pretty well, which is interesting. I like it. Let's see. I'm gonna cut it again. You hear that sound? All right, let's see if we can make brown. I guess the blue and the orange. Let's see what that would make. Probably like a brown color. Let's see. Blue and orange. Or is it a gray? Is that what it's going to be? But remember, once you put the colors together, you cannot ever separate them. All right, so blue and orange makes kind of a tealish, grayish color. I would have thought more of a brownish, but I was wrong. I mean, I can literally see the orange and the blue. Here. Kind of a moss color. Red and blue make brown. Red and blue makes purple. This is what red and blue makes. I have to get some more of this. This is a lot of fun. It really is. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Okay. Oops. This is a lot of fun. Let me make this like better. There, get in there. Make this like a better cylinder. I don't have enough sand. I need more. Need more. This would be something fun to do on like a first date with somebody. Like, at least for me, like if I were to date somebody, that's what I'm going to do. The next time that I find somebody I really like, I'm going to ask them to do a date with me to where we play with kinetic sand. Because if you can't do this with me on a date, then you're not for me. This is so much freaking fun. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Wait. Should I do it? Push it out this way? I don't know if I can get out this tube now. Oh, there we go. And it is easy to get out of the molds, out of the tubes and everything. And then you can perfect it by slicing it like that. Can you imagine? It's like, hey, you want to go on a date? Yeah, what do you want to do? I want to play with kinetic sand. This is so much fun. This is great. They say that this is like a sensory toy, but it is. It's more than a toy, though. It's better. It's better. So you can go like that. It's fun. That's what I don't understand. People are like, I don't know what I'm doing with my kid. It's like, fool. Apparently you don't have any imagination. Well, you could put this on top. I mean, I'm just getting started. I mean, there's so many things you could do with this. Oh, hey, Tinder. How you doing? Dragonflies, you hate me. I don't know why you're in here, but I'm not going to be mad at you today. I'm not going to be mad. Whatever. This is great. Okay, so that's the blue. Play with the blue. We have the orange. And even the tops of these, we're at the top of the yellow. Oh, here it is. With the tops of these, you could make like a brick. See, I don't have enough orange to do it, but with the yellow, I could. You could, if I had like a whole bunch of this sand, if I had a bunch of it, like you know, pounds and pounds and pounds of the kinetic sand, I could make the pyramids. I could make like an Egyptian pyramid. I could make so many things with this, because you could take the tops of these. See, watch this. And you could make bricks to create stuff. You know, like a building. So you just go like that. That's what you could do. And see, you just like push it in here. I mean, you have to like you know be kind of meticulous about how you do it. Like you'd have to really push the sand in there because air is in here. That's what makes it kind of like the texture and everything that it is. And see how it like moves and it comes out on its own. It has it's like it's kind of organic. It's a really weird kind of feeling to it. It truly is. It's a very weird feeling. But see, you could go like that. Okay. Really, even though it seems like a little, it's actually a lot. It's a lot more than it seems to be. Okay, so bam, you got a brick. Okay, let's see how many bricks you can make out of the color. Out of like one color. Probably 3 if you're conservative about it. Because you push it in the mold. And this is just like the lid of it that I'm doing. Okay. It's fun. It probably wouldn't be fun for everybody, but it's fun to me. Okay, like that. And I do like this scraper tool that they give you. That's very convenient. Okay, so I made 2 bricks. Do you guys see? Can you guys see it? I made 2 solid like bricks. But the thing is, they really don't. This is definitely like a starter set. Like if you had like maybe a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old maybe, they would be like, this is fun. But if it's like a bigger kid or an older child, they would not be satisfied with just this little bit. This is like this is a nice introductory set. That's what I'll call this. I feel like I'm being introduced to kinetic sand, which is fun. You know. What should I do? I'll mix the orange with it. Okay. This is a nice introduction, but if you're going to really make something, you need more. This is not enough. It's not enough. Not at all. You need way more than this. Because you could make some amazing things with the sand. I mean, you really could. I see how you could. Okay. So here's what I have so far. I made 3 little bricks. Like, I don't know. Can I stack them? Like, are they going to stay together? Like, what's going to happen? Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could stack them. Okay. And see, I put the orange and the yellow together. You know. But once you put it together, it's together forever. You just got to mix it. You got to mix it up. So eventually you end up with like a hodgepodge of, I guess if you're careful about it, you could have like at least somewhat of differentiation between what you've created. You could. Can we see the multiple color brick? Well, I already messed it up, but I'll make another one. I'll make another one. How about I take this and let's see. I could mix it with the well, we already know that this is something that's going to be brick size. Well, you know what? I'll be a little bit you know, not so conservative with the colors, and I'll add red. You know, I gotta remember it's only $5, so it's not so bad. see. You put it in here. Oops. Get out of here with your little pervertness. Don't be a pervert, people. Don't be weird. I like this orange and red color combination. It's kind of interesting. All right, what else can we do? Because I made this before, so. Yeah, it is childish. What you can do about it? Nothing. It's fine. The purple. Ooh. So in the chat saying I'm childish? Yes, it's kinetic sand. How else are you supposed to be? We can make some cool stuff. Some of this. I didn't buy the sofa. Somebody else did. This is a lot of fun to play with. I mean, just like if you have stress and you just want to, like, you know, mess with stuff with your hands, this is the ticket. This is without a doubt the ticket. If I had a bunch of it, I mean, you could build stuff with this. It's just wonderful. $5. $5. Target. It's not Play-Doh, but it, you know, it's similar to Play-Doh. It is similar to Play-Doh, and it is therapeutic. It's just the most interesting. It's a very interesting texture. It's not like anything I've ever felt before, ever. According to Wikipedia, kinetic sand is sand coated with silicone. So the silicone is what I would assume keeps it together. But it's fine. Oh, it's about an ant bite. Anyway, it's a very interesting texture. $5. I mean, I would recommend this as a Christmas gift to anyone who has kids. The kid would have, I think kids would have more fun with this as like a tactual, physical toy than a lot of other things, because they could use their imagination. They can create whatever they want, whatever their minds can conceive. It comes with different molds to play with and everything. It's fun. This is a lot of fun. I mean, I'm a grown-up, obviously, playing with this. And the only thing that you would have to warn the children about is once you mix the colors, you cannot unmix the colors. That's the only thing. I mean, I'm going to be very liberal with mixing the colors now, okay? I'm going to make a ton. I'm going to put this yellow brick with a bunch of this red and see what happens. Just because I can. Let's see how orange or yellow or sunset. It's going to be like a sunset color, I'm sure. But once you mix it, you cannot unmix it. Mm-hmm. But it's pretty, isn't it? As you mix it, it's pretty. Let's put this yellow separate a little bit. We'll put this over here. But I didn't like that yellow to begin with. I really didn't. I didn't like that shade of yellow. It wasn't for me. I prefer the orange that it becomes with the kind of like the artificial fluorescent red. Here, we'll add this into it too. Than just what it was initially. It's prettier once you mix it up. I just like the feel. I mean, the feel of this is just, it's a very addicting, satisfying feel. It truly is. Okay, so let's see what happens when we mix this orange that I'm creating with this moss green. What do you think is going to happen? I want to see how you make brown. Is there a way to make brown or like a darker color? I wonder if they have the kinetic sand that's like black. Does that even exist? Or pure white? Does that exist? Like what's going on with this? I like this marbleized kind of thing that's going on. Like if I add more blue, what would that do? Let's see. Mm-hmm. Let's add more blue to it. Probably gonna make it more like a gray. Like really, what I'm making now is like all the colors mixed together, all the primary colors. Let's see what that turns out to be. I'm done talking about Micah. I really don't have anything else to say about him. I don't mind responding to your questions about that, but I don't have anything else to say. I don't like the false narrative that his weird band of bitches has made. I did the right thing when it came to disconnecting from him because, the whole thing was inappropriate. But I wasn't going to go in that route because I do have a certain respect for certain, relationship institutions. But that little band of weird women, they're weird. They're really fucking weird. And I don't want anything to do with it. So they can say whatever they want about me. They need to be careful because there's already been some things that can be easily disproven. And I don't have a problem sending out cease and desist letters. And I do have a lawyer under retainer. So, it is what it is. All right. So I guess this is kind of like a brown. It's a hodgepodge of all the colors. That's what this is. But yeah, that dude, he's fucked up. And I'm not just saying like he's fucked up, but like he's really fucked up. Okay. Like a pebble. I don't care about that guy Blade. There's certain people to where in the IRL community I just don't have anything to say about them. Okay. I can actually see all the individual colors in this. It's kind of a nice pebbly kind of brown. It's brown because I'm brown. Similar. I like the sound. Yes. Let's make a. I need more tools, like more molds to make stuff out of. All right, so if you mix all the colors, this is pretty much what you get. Pebble. A pebble color. Let's make a. There. That's what you get. Make a little grape for some of you up there. Anyone want a little grape? Here's a grape. Okay. Let's see if we can make it like a fuchsia. I bet I can make a fuchsia color. There. Because I already have some purple. Add some more red. Let's see how that comes out. Yeah, I definitely got my $5 worth from this. This is fun. See, it looks more slimy on camera than it actually is. It's very dry. It's a very dry texture, extremely so. It's it definitely feels like sand. It feels sandy. I'm noticing that makes my fingers wrinkle a little bit. I'm thinking it's taking the moisture out of my body, which is interesting. Yeah, well, I definitely made this purple a bit more of a fuchsia color. Yes. It was darker before. Now it's more of a purple purple. Yeah, I like how, I mean, what I like doing, playing with it, I like cutting it. I'm really enjoying, using this little tool that came with it. I like cutting it, like nice crisp cuts. That's very satisfying to me. I like that. I enjoy that a lot. I feel a little tired. I'm gonna go to sleep in a little bit. Had a good day today. And put it in here. There you go. Let's put this back. And if you want to be precise, you go like this. There. So this is like a good training set. Like if you've never used this before, if you've never ever in your life played with kinetic sand, this is an excellent kind of, way to familiarize yourself with it, without a doubt. Let's put the purple and the green together and see what we come up with. What is it, like a darker green? What are we going to have? Gray? I'm telling you, what's great about this? No mess. I don't like things that are super messy. I don't mind. I can deal with like a little bit of mess, but I prefer no mess. And that's what this is. Zero real solid mess. I mean, this has the potential of getting messy, like if you're not careful with it. But if you're just on a smooth surface like I am with this coffee table over here, there's not going to be any mess. It all really does kind of stick together, which is nice. I like it. So, if you got like a little kid, you could explain to your kid, like, oh, here's some little shapes that you can make. The kid would be like, yeah, this is fun. You could marbleize, We'll do that. Instead of like mixing it, you could just like, No, it doesn't smell. That's a good question. There is really no smell. Not at all. I don't smell anything. Now, I don't have the best sense of smell. I really don't, so I might not be the right person to ask. But I think I have a decent sense of smell. And I don't smell anything. Nothing. Because silicone itself doesn't have a smell. I mean, if you're super sensitive to smell, maybe you would think it smells like something medical or hospital related, but nothing stinky. It does not stink. There's no weird smell. Actually, you know what I've seen? I've seen that there's some companies out there that make, I don't know if it's Kinetic Sand or something else, but they make scented sensory therapeutic thing, because this is supposed to be therapeutic. This is supposed to be like for people who are like me, stressed in life, you know, stuff going on. Like, hey, you want to play with something? But yeah, there's people who make it scented, probably with some sort of a scented silicone or scented oil, which would really enhance the experience when I think about it. It definitely could. It could enhance the experience. Oh. So see, you can take this thing and put it in here to smash down what you're, you know, doing. Put the red, some red on it. I do like the combination of the red and the orange. That's a nice color combination. Put that in there. Put it all in there. Oh. Smash it down. Hard to get it out though. Oh, got it out. There. I guess I could put this on top. Carefully. I know I'm retarded. It's a lot of fun playing with this stuff. It just is. It's great. Oh. Okay. I mean, you could do all kinds of stuff with this. This is great. Kids would have a ball with this. Oh, they would have so much fun. Kids would have so much fun playing with. I mean, if you were to sit a kid down with this for just like you know a little bit, they would have so much fun playing with this. I mean, I guess it depends on the child, but I would say that for the most part, kids would really enjoy this. Let's see, did I use everything that came with it? I think I did. Oh! Oh, hey Tyler, how you doing? We're just playing with this kinetic sand. All right, all right. This was great. I'll do this again another day. This was great. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me. This was a lot of fun, man. All right, so we're gonna put everything. Well, I mean, what am I gonna do now? Because did I mix it? I never liked the yellow. I don't like the yellow. I'm just gonna turn all the yellow into and I guess I messed up to where I don't have any more red even, really, any true red. That's okay. Let's see. I don't like the solid red, so we're just gonna try to make like somewhat of a red and put it back in the red container. It was never a true red to begin with, though. Like, I don't know how many times you could really play with this if you want to keep the colors separate. That's the thing, okay? That's maybe the downfall of the toy, but is it really a downfall? Because that's life. Things can't remain as they are. Things cannot remain the same. Not all the time. So I guess this red has to have a little bit of orange into it. It's not going to be red anymore. But it's such a interesting, it's like a foam, it's like falling foam. That's what it is. It's falling foam. It's like a falling foam kind of thing. It's weird. It is weird. But look, anyone who's never played with this material, you at least at one point in your life should see what it feels like. It's a very unique sort of texture. I enjoyed it. So we're just going to put the red back in the little thing. Comes in this little nifty resealable container. I wonder how much the texture changes as it's like exposed to air. That would be something to consider. I guess if you really wanted to keep it like the colors separate, you could just put them in like a Ziploc bag. And I do have some Ziploc bags, so I can do that. I don't care though. Not really. So we're just blue. Blue. And I don't have any yellow anymore because I hated it. I did not like the yellow, but I liked creating an orange. So we're just gonna like create more orange. But I was not a fan of this Kinetic Sand yellow. And you know what? When I think about it, Play-Doh, when I think about Play-Doh, I don't recall there ever being a solid, real yellow. For some reason, whatever this material is that they use to make this, I don't think it's possible to make a good yellow. Now, I'm not dissatisfied, like I said, with the orange. I like the orange. I like creating an orange with it. But the yellow, it's not a real yellow. But if you ever play with this, what you will find is that it's very satisfying, very fun just to kind of run your fingers through it and thin it out. Watch the sand itself, you know, stick to each other because, or the grains. It's a very, very sensory kind of experience. I really love this. It's amazing. I love it. I love this. Everyone should check it out. Kinetic Sand. Oh, I do have solid yellow left. Because I made the little yellow brick, didn't I? I made this little yellow brick. Yes, I did. So we have some solid yellow left. There's a little bit left. And I have this little marbleized thing I made. Purple. And my brown glad, which I will do something with. What can I do with it? Stick it in here. I wonder how long it would take for it all to like dry out. Probably not very long. Or does it ever dry out? Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I gotta get more. I need more. Much more. I'm gonna leave this out overnight just to see what happens. Alright, so I have some shapes I made. Just a few shapes. Simple shapes. All right. So tonight was fun. Very relaxing. Extremely so. I have fun with this. $5 Target if you want this experience for yourself in the comfort of your own home. You don't even have to get out your car to pick it up. This Target has a curbside pickup, which is wonderful. I love Target. All right, peeps. Have a good night. Kinetic Sand. I recommend it. Sometime to do, regardless of how old or young you are. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.